Thank you all for being with us. Welcome, everyone. We are truly, truly honored to have United States Senator Ed Markey on campus today for a very special announcement. Thank you so much, Senator, for joining us. We very much appreciate it. A special welcome to your staff members who are with you today. I know you're going to mention one of them, so I won't do that, but I have to mention two of my friends, Jim Cantwell, your state director, who I've known for decades, and also Ben Thomas, another one of your members of your staff, who is BSU class of 2007. How about that, Ben Thomas? We're very, very proud of them. We also want to thank State Senator Walter Timilty for his presence here as well, and support our town partner, Bridgewater Town Manager Mike Dutton and his team. And we have a special guest from Congressman Keating's office, which we'll introduce in a few minutes. Senator Markey, we are surrounded by Bridgewater State University students, faculty, staff, to celebrate an important and impactful $2 million investment in BSU by the United States Congress and by the people of this great country. That investment in the construction and deployment of a new cyber security range, which we just saw at BSU, was made possible. We know that it was made possible due to the hard work, tenacity, and dedication of our state's congressional delegation. And the leader of that congressional effort on our behalf was the United States Senator Ed Markey. I should note that there was a second round of congressionally directed spending, formerly known as earmarks, which I have no problem with. And BSU succeeded in that separate effort, thanks again to Senator Markey and to our fantastic new congressman for Bridgewater, Congressman Bill Keating. We're going to celebrate that achievement separately and soon on this campus. Until today, Bridgewater State only had one federal earmark in its 183-year history. That occurred back in 1991, thanks in large part to the efforts of my former boss, Congressman Joe Moakley. And today, we celebrate a new congressional investment in this campus. As was the case in 1991, these dollars from the federal government transform a place like BSU and literally change the trajectory of our ability to serve the people of Massachusetts, and especially here, our students. These dollars make a big difference. And Senator, the dollars you also worked for to provide BSU and other higher ed institutions during the pandemic not only made a big difference, those dollars made the difference for us. $50 million came to Bridgewater State University during the pandemic from the United States Congress. $25 million of that went directly to our students. $25 million went to the institution to support and protect our people and to keep our students on their pathways to success. Thank you, Senator, for being there when we needed you the most. Thank you for your support during the pandemic. I have personally known Senator Markey for decades, and from that long view, I am very proud to say that he is a public servant who never forgot where he came from. He's a senator who is deeply connected to communities, to institutions, and to the people of Massachusetts. He gets it done. He delivers. And today, he's delivered again for BSU. My friends, the United States Senator Ed Markey.
Thank you, Fred, so much. And it's so great to be with you, Fred. Fred and I actually go back together from the beginning of Recorded Political Time, so it is great to be with you, Fred. Thank you for everything that you do for this school, and it's great to be here with Senator Timilty, who does a great job in representing you, and to all of the leaders who are here, Vice President Zaromsky, Dean Arndt, Provost Ismaili, Vice President Moonberger, Vinny Vinny DiMacedo, my great friend, former senator himself, or presidential advisor now, I don't know whichever one sounds better, has the nicer ring to it, to town manager Dutton, and economic development director Bob Ruley, and we're joined as well by Congressman Keating's district director Mike Jackman. It's great to be with you. And you know, the goal that Senator Warren and I had, partnering with Congressman Keating, was to do whatever Bridgewater State wanted us to do. And they wanted money for a cyber security center. So what does the word cyber mean? Well, it means this: relating to or characteristic of the culture of computers, information technology, and virtual reality. So another way of saying it is the 21st century, and where young people are going to be living. And so they're going to need a skill set to be able to match up with this world within which they're living. Computers, virtual reality. Some of these companies like Facebook are still trying to figure out how to make virtual reality work. And they should probably hire some of the people from Bridgewater State who can help them to figure it out. So today, we're proud to celebrate $2 million in funding for Bridgewater State University to establish a cybersecurity range and cyber criminology education and training program. And how do those two go together? Well, they go together in this way, that criminology and cybersecurity tie together in the same way that Charles Dickens, when he wrote A Tale of Two Cities, folklore. It's the best of technologies and the worst of technologies simultaneously. It can enable, it can ennoble, or it can degrade, and it can debase. And many of the companies tout all of the good things, and we're the beneficiaries of that. But there is a sinister side to cyber. And that's what the young people who are being trained here at Bridgewater State University are going to learn. How do you deal with those threats? And so this program is absolutely essential. And it's both world-class and affordable, which is kind of the headline over BSU on an ongoing basis. Cybersecurity has become one of the most critical security, economic, and privacy issues facing our nation. As every sector of our economy and our daily lives becomes increasingly digitized, every organization, company, agency, and individual must be on guard against malicious cyber threats. Cybersecurity threats are not far off. They're on our virtual welcome mats right now. And we just have to recognize it, accept it, and put in place the smartest team of people who can deal with it. Because it's only going to grow as each year goes by. So in recent years, cyber attacks have impacted Bristol Community College, Massachusetts Department of Youth Services, New Bedford Police Department, the Steamship Authority, among many other Massachusetts organizations. The beauty of the training from Bridgewater State is going to be, however, that it's a portable skill set that young people can take out of Massachusetts to any other state or any other part of the world, because these threats are universal. And your training will make it possible for you to be able to deal with it no matter where they emerge. In 2021 alone, there were 2,488 reported data breaches in Massachusetts, which impacted more than 1.8 million of our 7 million residents, just in 2021 alone. And those numbers, they don't even capture the dark reality of data breaches, which go undetected or unreported. Whether we can see them or not, the threats are very, very real. We must build bold defenses. But right now, we face a distinct shortage of workers with the cybersecurity skills and expertise. This shortage persists. Nearly every single organization, public and private sector, in Massachusetts and in the United States. From the federal government to Fortune 500 companies to schools, law enforcement, state agencies, other essential institutions, the National Guard, over which Senator Timilty presides. Bridgewater State's cybersecurity initiative is training the next generation to respond to this crisis as it opens its doors, both on campus and online, to train students, state and municipal officials, private organizations, on how to effectively detect, deter, and mitigate those threats. The founder of Bridgewater State University, Horace Mann, said, "Let us not be content to wait and see what will happen, but give us the determination to make the right things happen." Through this initiative, BSU is rising to Horace Mann's call to action, to look forward to the future with forward-thinking leaders with degrees from Bridgewater State University who know that we can't wait for cyber threats to enter our homes, businesses, schools, and public institutions. Bridgewater State University is meeting the moment in order to ensure that students are prepared to protect and deliver for our communities. 68% of BSU students commute from nearby cities and towns. I was a commuter to college. I was a commuter to law school. My father drove a truck for the Hood Mill Company. My brothers were commuters to college and to law school. Somehow or other, we survived being commuters. There is a life after commuting, I can promise you. There's not enough Senate seats to go around, but there are plenty of other great jobs that you will be trained and qualified for. 40% of BSU students are the first in their families to attend college, as I was the first in my family to attend college. And in the same way that it wasn't on the school board that I would wind up as a United States Senator, as first in my family to go to college, your school boards are the same blank slate for you to write on with regard to where you can go with the degree from BSU. And 1/3 of BSU students are from low-income households. So we know this project will help deliver an educated cybersecurity workforce and massive brain power right here in Massachusetts. And second, the project will forge new pathways for students and their families to climb the economic ladder and to pursue their American dream. So Senator Warren and I, we're beyond proud to be able to ensure that this funding comes to Bridgewater State. It's just so important to Senator Warren and to myself, and partnering with Congressman Keating, because I know he feels the same way. And by the way, I'll throw in Congressman Lynch as well, in terms of his desire to make sure that Bridgewater State University continues to thrive. So this earmark, congressionally directed funding, we can't stop there. And Fred won't let us stop there, okay? So this risk of cybersecurity threats is especially potent for our critical infrastructure, like our water and wastewater systems. The consequences for consumers, communities, and the economy would be dire if hackers were to hold hostage the critical arteries of our economy and national security, halting the physical flow of our goods and commerce. We must do everything in our power to anticipate attacks and prevent digital intrusions. For that reason, I am preparing to introduce legislation to help harden our water and wastewater systems so they're impenetrable and impermeable. My bill will allow these utilities to communicate threat information more effectively, exchange best practices, and share other critical resources. We also need to rapidly advance the development of a national policy that truly protects America's public, our industries, our governmental institutions from the sinister side of cyberspace. Beyond that, we must also urgently address the Internet of Things, the IoT, which includes all of the internet-connected devices and technology we are buying for our homes, such as connected refrigerators, baby monitors, home assistants, smart locks, cameras, cell phones, laptops, countless others. Autonomous vehicles will just be moving computers going down the street, gathering information about each and every one of us. So this is the future. And Boston and Bridgewater State University is going to prepare the workforce for that future. With as many as 75 billion devices projected to be in our pockets and homes by 2025, 75 billion devices in the United States alone by 2025, IoT will also stand for Internet of Threats to each and every family and institution in our society. And that's why I introduced the Cyber Shield Act with Congressman Ted Lieu from California to create a voluntary cybersecurity certification program for IoT devices, Internet of Things devices. And I'm very proud that President Biden included a new consumer product labeling system that mirrors my Cyber Shield Act in a 2021 executive order. I am closely monitoring the implementation of this order to ensure that consumer devices are effectively protected against a wide range of cyber threats. And as we look to the threats that loom in the future, I couldn't be more confident in the future leaders who are getting world-class training here at Bridgewater State University to prepare us for what might be around the corner and to prevent it from happening in the first place. The cybersecurity project is a victory for Bridgewater State University and for the Commonwealth because of world-class institution like BSU. Massachusetts is not just the Bay State, we're also the brain state in thinking about these cyber issues. So I thank you, Mr. President, so much. And we know you needed the resources. We know that a vision without funding is an hallucination. So you need the money to be able to take your concept and to put it into effect. And that's what Senator Warren, Congressman Keating, Congressman Lynch, and I are all absolutely proud to help you. As Horace Mann said, education beyond all other devices of human origin is the great equalizer. So that's what you do. And you already mentioned my regional director, Ben Thomas, who is a graduate, where are you, Ben? Who is a graduate of BSU. Very proud. Ben tells me what to do every day, so I just have to follow orders. And I have an intern, an all-star intern, right now, who has been an intern for a year on my staff. Will Sabin, an all-star intern at BSU. He's a senior here right now, so just so proud to have him on our staff up in my Boston office. And actually, my cousin just graduated from BSU. Kelsey Ravenay just graduated in December and started this month as a teacher at Weston High School in biology. Okay, so all I can say is the scientific gene had a genetic bypass around me, and my brothers, but Kelsey has it, and she came down here from Burlington, just graduated, and she's back up at Weston High School right now teaching biology, just a month out of BSU. So very proud of her, and our family is indebted to the school for giving her a world-class education. And so Here's what I know, and this comes from Will. Will told me that with this new cybersecurity range, students can now watch their dancing TikToks and stream Taylor Swift's Anti-Hero in peace without any threat of hacks coming in. So I thank you all, and go Bears! Go Bears!
Senator, thank you so much. The senator, I know, has a hard stop at 2:30, so if you do need to go, that's totally fine. We do have a very quick speaking program as well. I want to thank you, Senator Warren, the congressional delegation. It wouldn't happen without you. We're grateful to you. And by the way, we did give the senator an honorary degree a couple of years ago. We shook hands with every single graduate that went across that stage. So one of our most recent Bears, Senator Ed Markey, actually. Let's add him to the list. And we do want to thank your staff also, Senator Markey. We call them all the time. I hope they don't tell you that, but we're on the phone constantly with them. They are the most responsive staff in Massachusetts. Having been a district director for a congressman myself, I can tell you I know the difference. They're terrific. So speaking of great staff, we have someone here to represent Congressman Bill Keating, our newest congressman as well, Mike Jackman, to say a few words.
Thank you, President Clark, and thank you, Senator Markey, for generously including Congressman Keating, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, in this event, and including him in the sponsorship of this particular congressionally directed spending. Of course, on the House side, we call it community project funding. I can't even keep it all straight. And the only reason really that Congressman Keating wasn't involved in sponsoring is because at the time, it was prior to redistricting and Bridgewater was not yet in our district, as I know Senator Timothy can sympathize with that as well. But we do represent Bridgewater thanks to the redistricting process, and we're very excited, especially at this time, to represent the university, the town of Bridgewater, the region, because I think it's a great time with these resources and these programs that are coming for the students, for the faculty, for the community, because I think there's going to be a lot of benefits, not only academically and educationally, but economically as well, because as President Clark mentioned upstairs, and some Senator might have mentioned it now, there are 20,000 unfilled cybersecurity jobs here in Massachusetts. So those are jobs that are sitting there waiting for folks once they get the great education that they can get here at the university to take those high-paying, good jobs. You know, Congressman Keating, as the ranking member, formerly the chair of the Foreign Affairs Subcommittee on Europe, Eurasia, Energy, and Cyber, he often travels through Europe and talks to company leaders, business leaders, about all the investment that is out there and potentially out there for the United States. But the problem always has been, I know he's talked with President Clark about this over the years, that the skilled workers weren't available here in the United States. That's the role that BSU is playing with this program, with so many other programs that they have here at the university. And like I said, it's an exciting time for us to be here, representing you and working with you. We're so happy that Senator Markey and Senator Warren were able to sponsor this, and as FY23 came along, we were able to sponsor the other earmark that President Clark referred to, and we'll be celebrating that at a later date. But it's an exciting day. I'm glad to be here representing Congressman Keating. Thank you again, and congratulations to the university. Thank you.
I've asked our state senator, Walter Timothy, to say a few words, but before he comes up, I have something for both of our senators, U.S. Senator Markey and State Senator Timothy. Maybe we could just have you
hold on, dude. Hold on. Yeah, you get in the middle there. Yeah, you go. Great. Beautiful. Go Bears.
Senator Timothy.
Thank you very much, and to echo Senator Markey's comments, go Bears. Absolutely. It's an honor to share the dais today, of course, with Senator Markey, President Clark, and of course, Congressman Keating's outstanding District Director, Mike Jackman. Thank you very much. As Mike Jackman alluded to, I am the new state senator for the town of Bridgewater. It's very exciting to represent this outstanding university, which is an economic engine, a force for good, as we saw with our students for the Ukraine today, which is just one example of the great force for goodness under your leadership, President Clark, that this is such a university that isn't just an economic engine for the region, but for the entire Commonwealth, and as I mentioned a moment ago, a force for good. And today, of course, we've seen our cyber range, which in my role as the chair of the Public Safety and Homeland Security Committee, the National Guard is under our aegis, and as I mentioned several moments ago in a meeting, we have 2 cybersecurity defense battalions with our National Guard that are outstanding with cybersecurity defense and offense. And I've had the privilege of participating in their exercises down at Joint Base Cape Cod. And thank you to your dogged pursuit of funding, Senator Markey, and your leadership, President Clark, and of course the work of our U.S. House of Representatives with Congressman Lynch and Congressman Keating. This range is going to become a reality, which I'm told can train 700 people per year. And that is obviously, cyber warfare is not just the future, it's upon us. And Senator Markey so eloquently alluded to the various entities and municipalities and institutions in the Commonwealth that have already been attacked with cyber warfare. And obviously we need to get further along in protecting and bringing people together. And our National Guard wants to get in the business of protecting municipalities and institutions. And with this cyber range that Senator Markey, that you've provided for in the Federal Appropriations Act, of course we have with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and thank you to Senator DiMacedo, who has been a great partner as well. This is going to become a reality. And the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and our nation will be defended with the wonderful talent we have. So thank you. It is a wonderful day to be a bear. I consider myself an honorary bear, and I know I'm being very presumptuous with that, but it's an honor to be associated with this school. So Senator, thank you. President Clark, it's an honor to be here, and I greatly appreciate not just working for the school, but with each and every one of you. So thank you.
We just have 2 very brief speakers. I wanted to ask our Dean of the College of Science and Mathematics, Bartlett College of Science and Mathematics, to welcome everybody to the building and to the college, Martina Arndt.
Thank you, President Clark. And those of you who know me, being brief is not a forte of mine, but I'm going to try really, really hard. And I'm really happy to be here with all of you. On behalf of the Bartlett College of Science and Mathematics, we're incredibly grateful to be getting the Center for Cyber Security. And the cyber range, and by extension, the Security Operations Center, along with our academic program, will provide our students with hands-on learning. And these skills will prepare them for this workforce that is, as you have already heard, is an area of absolute critical need. In this space, they will learn some technical skills in this state-of-the-art facility. They will learn how to address critical cyber situations, and they will learn to collaborate as part of a network of other cyber rangers and also working with clients who come to campus. And in true Bridgewater fashion, this project has been a true collaborative effort, always with the success of our students in mind. And so I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the amazing faculty and staff, who I cannot name by name because it's way too many, right, who have been so dedicated in making this range a reality and who are steadfast in their commitment to helping our students learn and preparing them for their careers after BSU. So I'd like to thank you all. And I would also like to take this opportunity to particularly thank you and all of your colleagues for your interest and support of this project, because we could not have done it without you, so thank you.
Student success is goal 1 here at Bridgewater State. We want to end with a student voice, Omar Osman. Omar.
Wow, there's a lot of people here. I wasn't prepared for that. All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Omar Osman. I'm a student at Bridgewater State University. I'm a senior. I'm really excited to graduate, not gonna lie. I'm a computer science major and math minor. I work with the IT security team over here for almost 2 years as a professional apprentice cybersecurity analyst. And when I've heard about the cyber range, that just blew my mind. Seeing that, like, I'm gonna graduate, and seeing that it's gonna happen after I graduate, that made me think, like, I wanna come back here and do my master's or do certifications and probably potentially just work for the school. I'm really excited. I feel like all the resources I've had during my 4 years and during my 2 years of working as an IT security analyst, that's the thing that got me right here talking to all you guys, and it just prepared me for the work industry, and I feel like I have all the experience to put in the workforce for now. And I would like to thank everybody that has funded this project and had us work on that, and hopefully all the students, upcoming students that are going to graduate after me, will use that resource and help them gather more information about cybersecurity.
On behalf of Omar, Kaylee, who we heard from earlier, our 9,600 students, our 2,000 faculty and staff, 85,000 alums, thank you so much, United States Senator Markey, for your work. Thank you, Senator Timilty, for your work as well, Congressman Keating. Thank you to our faculty and staff and to our students as well. It's a great day for BSU. Go Bears, and please have a chance to say hello. I know the Senator's got to get going. Thank you so much for being here, everyone.